The film begins with the judge instructing the jury on their duties before they retire to deliberate. The defendant, a young man from a slum, stands accused of stabbing his father to death. The evidence against him appears overwhelming. Several eyewitnesses claim to have seen or heard the murder, and the boy has a history of violence. The jury initially seems ready to deliver a quick guilty verdict, with 11 of the 12 jurors immediately voting guilty during an initial poll. However, Juror 8, played by Henry Fonda, stands alone in voting not guilty. He does not necessarily believe the boy is innocent, but he feels that the case deserves more discussion before sending a young man to his death. This act of dissent frustrates the other jurors, who are eager to wrap up the case and go home. But Juror 8 insists on carefully examining the evidence. As the deliberations progress, Juror 8 systematically dissects the prosecution's case. He raises doubts about the reliability of the witnesses. The elderly man who claimed to have heard the boy yell, "I'm going to kill you," and then saw him run down the stairs, and the woman who testified that she saw the murder through the windows of a passing elevated train, despite not wearing her glasses. Juror 8 also questions the uniqueness of the murder weapon, a switchblade knife, which the prosecution claimed was one of a kind. He dramatically produces an identical knife, proving that such knives are easily available. The film builds tension as the jurors' personalities and biases come to the fore. Juror 3, portrayed by Lee J. Cobb, is particularly aggressive, driven by his own strained relationship with his son. His personal vendetta clouds his judgment, making him one of the last to change his vote. Juror 10, a bigoted man, reveals his prejudice against people from slums, which is challenged by the others in a pivotal scene that exposes the underlying social and racial tensions influencing the jury's decision-making process. Through intense dialogue and psychological drama, each juror is forced to confront their own preconceptions and the moral responsibility of their decision. Gradually, the votes begin to shift as doubts about the boy's guilt accumulate. Juror 8's calm persistence and logical reasoning play a crucial role in turning the tide. By the film's conclusion, all 12 jurors unanimously agree on a not guilty verdict acquitting the boy. The decision is reached not because they are certain of the boy's innocence, but because they realize that the evidence presented is insufficient to eliminate reasonable doubt, a cornerstone of the justice system.